Welcome back, everybody, and you're watching BitcoinerTalk. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a specific topic that has been on my mind for a while now. And what it is I hear a lot of people that are Bitcoiners, or maybe they've been in Bitcoin for a little while, and what they do is they tell other people to buy Bitcoin that are not interested in Bitcoin or have no idea what Bitcoin is, or it's the first time hearing about Bitcoin, and they tell them, go and buy Bitcoin. And I think the mistake made there in that situation is that they don't tell people to learn about Bitcoin. They don't tell people to research about Bitcoin, to maybe even read the white paper, which I'm pretty sure everybody that is into Bitcoin should read the white paper because it's not rocket science. It's not that complex. Just the basic words that are written there, you can read it and understand it. You don't have to be a scientist or some programmer or some, whatever it is. You can just read it and try to understand. And if you don't understand it, you can look at maybe a summary that maybe somebody done, or maybe somebody done like an audiobook type of reading it. Maybe it's easier for you to listen instead of reading. But instead of telling people to buy Bitcoin without them understanding what Bitcoin even is, you saying that, oh, Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency or something along those lines, is not gonna tell them anything about it. They'll still be skeptical. They still might not be quite sure what it is. So I do hear a lot, and I'm to be faulted for that as well. There was a time where I used to tell people, not random people on the street, but the people close to me and maybe friends of mine, I used to tell them, buy Bitcoin. It's the future. It's here to preserve your purchasing power. It's here to preserve your power, energy, and time. But it doesn't really work like that, because you might tell somebody to buy Bitcoin and they might buy Bitcoin. For example, let's say you told somebody to buy Bitcoin at 100K, and now Bitcoin has dipped to, of today's time, it's around 75,000 per Bitcoin in dollars. And let's say they bought at 100K, and now it lost some value, it dipped down. In their eyes, they don't understand that it's just a short-term effect. It's not gonna always stay at the same price. All the markets are crashing, the stock market and everything else. So it's not only Bitcoin that has dropped in price. So some people, and not even some, a lot of people wouldn't understand that. They would panic sell it, and then they blame you for telling them to buy something at a higher price. And then you'll be the poking object to be made fun of, that, oh, this investor told me to buy this cryptocurrency and now I've lost money. I heard people even in my life have mentioned that, oh, I don't buy Bitcoin because I have a friend that bought it and lost money in it. And when I asked them, how did they lose the money? Did the exchange got hacked? Did they lose the private keys? How did they lose their money? And the answer was they sold. So somebody bought high, sold low, and said that it's a scam, that Bitcoin is not for them. Bitcoin is not something that they really want to try again. So that is the reason I'm telling you right now, is that if you ever have the itch of telling somebody to buy Bitcoin, you should tell them to educate themselves about Bitcoin first, and then maybe make the step of buying it. So many times in my personal life, and people on the internet have made the mistake of telling people to buy it while the other person has no idea what Bitcoin is. They might know that it's some internet money, but other than that, they have no idea what it is. If you're someone who knows a good bit about Bitcoin, you could be the person who will educate them, or you can direct them to other people on the internet who are educating about Bitcoin or talking about Bitcoin. This is the best way I see to go about for mass adoption. Bitcoin is for everybody, but a lot of people don't want to understand it. A lot of people just want to make quick money. A lot of people are not willing to take control of their own money, their own finances. They don't want to be sovereign. They want to hold their money in a bank. They want to be comfy. They want to be cozy. They don't want to have to worry about anything. And the danger is with those people that every single day they're losing their purchasing power, they're losing their value, but at least they're comfy. They don't have to worry about keeping their private keys safe. They don't have to worry about you know having responsibility for their own wealth. They don't have to worry about it. Their money is in a bank. Their money is in some index fund in S&P 500 or something that is not that volatile, something that doesn't have a lot of risk in it. And that is the problem. Well, it is a problem in my eyes. Some people might not see it as a problem. So that's why I choose a different path to my life, and I prefer taking it into my own hands. But it wasn't always like that. It took me a while to understand what Bitcoin really is. I got into Bitcoin in 2017 without knowing what it is. I played about with it. I had some Bitcoin and I lost it all. And I lost it because I spent it on useless stuff. And I grew as a person. I put my ego aside. I learned about it, and I'm still learning every single day on what Bitcoin really is and what Bitcoin offers. And we as Bitcoiners might know the simple questions, but every single day you're learning something new. And every single day you're listening to somebody who's just a little bit smarter than you and is educating you, and then you're educating somebody else. And that's just how life works. Once again, if you have somebody in your family that wants to buy Bitcoin, or maybe you want them to buy Bitcoin because you truly care about them and you truly care about their future, don't tell them to buy straight away. Tell them to educate themselves and then buy. In my opinion, the best way to approach the situation, because if you don't do that and you tell them to buy it, as I mentioned in this video, they will be pointing fingers at you, saying that you told them to buy it, you told them they're gonna be wealthy in the future, you told them that it's the best store of value, and now it has dropped down. So as of now, this is a perfect example because Bitcoin has dipped from its all-time high of around 100K, and now it's around 75K. By the time you're watching this video, maybe the price is different, but as of me recording this video, it's 75K per Bitcoin, and somebody who bought 100K, they will be blaming you. So I hope you just got a little bit more informed from this video, and you were watching BitcoinerTalk, and I'll see you in the next video.